Hello guys, and today I'm going to be doing a civilization review on the Ethiopians.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Now, the Ethiopians are listed as an archer civilization, but today what I'm going to cover is going to probably change your mind. First of all, let's just take a little tiny look at their tech tree, their archery range, their barracks, their stable, their dock, their monastery, their unique unit and unique techs, siege workshop, which is surprisingly full, the blacksmith, university, and the economy grades. So first of all, let's go scroll back there. Let's look at their civilization bonuses and how it would kind of help you. The Ethiopians have archers firing 15% faster. So I'm gonna put these arbalists to the test. Can they take down a paladin? Alright. Alright, this is like really terrible micro, but I think I should be able to take this guy down. Okay, so just improve your micro skills, and you can actually defeat a fully defeatable Frank upgraded paladin with 7 pierce armor, and basically that's only 3 attack for each arbalist shot, so in reality you'd only be getting 30 damage for all 10 of those. And yeah, you can actually maneuver your arbalist a little better than other civilizations. And if you want to put this in perspective, I'm going to show you a game where I actually use this technique. Alright guys, so I'm back, and this is a game where I actually used archers a lot, and I just used patrol a lot, trying to kill him. This was, I believe, the second hardest AI, who's alright, I guess. I'm not that good. I play probably like 1800 player, maybe sometimes. Sometimes I'm really sucking, go really far. And since my archers are fully upgraded into Castle Age, because I actually invested in that, and this archer firing bonus is pretty darn awesome. So right now I have like literally all the Castle Age upgrades. This was one of my really good eco games, and I don't have those all the time. This is like a game where I can play perfect, and as you can see, I get the free pikeman upgrade, which I'm going to go into. I literally researched as much as I could and just tried to be successful. This hardest AI was having trouble since I actually did rush him with the Dark Age rush, then I went for a fast castle with a lot more villagers. And this is actually live commentary, so that's pretty awesome. I just started like re-recording though, and I'm just killing all this boar. He didn't even take the boar. Like, that's when you know this AI is like either retarded. This is not the original AI, by the way. This is non-original AI. Okay, how do I say it? But basically, he was so dumb that he pretty much wasted his resources on just buildings and stuff. He tried to wall himself in there, I believe. I'm not too sure what this guy was doing. But meanwhile, in my village, it's looking pretty good. I'm not even trying my hardest against this dude, and it's still working. So I was going to use my siege push. I was going to forward a siege workshop. But I think this is a good enough gameplay for you to show, or for me to show, that archers are pretty awesome. Even when you don't micro them, and even when you micro them barely. I think the town center has, okay, yeah, the town center can stop me, but he ends up resigning me for some reason. You can see that AI was really dumb after I Dark Age rushed him, and I tried to box in his resources, but that didn't work. My villager ended up getting killed. But anyways, let's move on to the next bonus, which is kind of obvious. I don't really need to make a scenario or play another game for you to envision this bonus, but you receive 100 gold and 100 food when advancing to the next age. So when you take that into consideration, you could probably go for a really nice fast castle. I have never tried it yet, but if you do, let me know your results. One of my friends, he actually got to the Castle Age in under 14 or 15 minutes, which isn't that great, but it isn't that bad at all. some people can get way faster than that. I don't know how. Don't ask me why. I've seen an 8-minute 30-second feudal into a something minute castle. I'm not sure. Needless to say, he was the Ethiopians, and this was obviously on the African kingdoms. Alright, so moving on to the next one. Pikemen and Halberdier upgrades are free. A pretty nice boost, and you don't really want to pay the 300 food, 600 gold, and 215 and 90 gold for the Pikeman upgrade. You'll get that for free. So in total resources saved, you save about 515 food and 690 gold, which is actually pretty big. Putting that into consideration of other eco bonuses with free upgrades, let's check out the Turks. Free light cavalry and Azar, which cost 150 food, 50 gold, and alright, so 650 food and 650 gold. So obviously the Turks do save more than the Ethiopians, but the free upgrades are always nice, and I love when I can just immediately move on to the next stage. Oh, these guys got new uniforms or something like that. But you guys kind of get the point of that. We're going to take a look at the unique unit, and I'm going to show you basically what it does and how it is very effective. Alright guys, so I am back, and these are the Shota Warriors base stats. This is without any blacksmith upgrades at all, and this is what he looks like. So he is a infantry unit and has very good attack. Now this can be used to counter pretty much anything that can't really resist high melee attack, and that ranges from about most units except for the Teutonic Knight, who would probably cream this dude in a one-on-one. Just imagine. But yeah, I'm talking about units like the Huskarl, the Eagle Warrior, the Pikeman line, just to name a few. The Pikeman line has horrible armor, and the Malians have the best halberdiers hands down, just because of the, you know, the bonus. And if you want to know what the bonus actually is, I'll show you in a second right here. Plus 1 pierce armor per age, so that's 4 plus 3, that's 7. Oh wait, this is against pierce armor. Dang, I'm retarded. Well, actually, but they still do have the best halberdiers in the game, just that they're not really that easily defend. Okay, they just can't win against these guys in one-on-one. But if we're talking about the Shota Warrior with fully upgraded stats, he'll look a little something like this. Alright guys, I'm back, and oh, well, turns out, well, we have to make our own elite Shota Warrior. Sorry buddy, you're not special enough. So this elite Shota Warrior has 50 hit points compared to the regular 10, less than 50. You see, I saved myself there. It has 2 more attack and 1 more pierce armor. Now, what that means is this guy is pretty much similar to any unit like that has really bad melee armor, similar to Huskarl, similar to Pikeman line, similar to Eagle Warriors. All of them starting with 0 melee armor. And it can't honestly beat every unit, but if you take a look at these stats and how they change, this is with all the blacksmith upgrades, so with no blacksmith upgrades, pretty drastically. Let's see if they can beat their most hated opponents in a one-on-one. Alright guys, we have a Huskarl here and a Shota Warrior. Both with decent statistics, except the Huskarl with the higher pierce armor, and they have the same melee armor and very similar hit points. So let's see if this will... Ooh, alright, so we obviously see that it's a really close fight. The Shota Warrior wins it by 1 hit. Great. It only survives with 10 HP. Now let's see how both post-Imperial units fare. Alright guys, I'm starting a new game here. Yes. Oh wait, I just placed 2 of them. And they're part of the same team. Wow. Just looking at them though, I predict that the Shota Warrior will win, but not by that much. No need to fear, Ethiopian monks are here. Let's just convert that dude. Ooh, this is gonna be a close one. Oh, he got heresy. Well, that didn't work out like I thought it would, but can I at least survive? Yo. Just, wow. 12 pierce armor. But then again, he's part of the Franks. But just imagine an elite Huskarl with 12 pierce armor. That would just be deadly. Like, please, don't even talk to me about that. That's just... Alright, let's see who wins. Ooh, I already know it's gonna be Shota. Shota wins by a hit again. But how would these do in groups? That's really what I'm wondering. How would these do in groups? Alright guys, I'm gonna actually control the Shotels so they attack one target. See what happens. Alright, so it looks like Shotels win this one, but I might be wrong. Oh, okay, I see the Huskarls making a comeback. Yep, Shotels win. Let's try it another time. Oh wow, alright, this time I'm not gonna really control them as much, and let's see what's gonna happen. Ooh, can the Shotels pull it out? Can they pull it out? Looks like the Shotels will... Ooh, this one's tough. This one's tough. Can you do it, Shota Warriors? No, the Shotels lose. So, it's actually basically based on if you micro them well enough, and I don't really think microing infantry unit is the greatest thing you can do. But personally, I think the Shotels would win more times, mostly just because they have higher attack, and that usually wins in a battle where melee armor is pretty much the same. But the Huskarls do have slightly more HP, giving them an edge in mostly about everything. Sorry about that, it just had to burp for a second. But of course, we have to try everything. This time I just won't control them at all. Let's see what's gonna happen. Shotels already up to a lead. Alright, now it's tied. Ooh, Eagle Warriors might win this one. Eagle Warriors might end up winning. Ooh, Eagle Warriors, are they gonna... Ooh, they're gonna take it this one. Alright, now let's see what happens if I control the Shotels. So let's restart this game really quick. See what'll happen. Alright, so you Shotels, you'll attack that guy. Yeah, yeah, that's what I like to see. Dead bodies, more dead bodies. Ah, looks like the Shotels will actually win this one. Well, I actually just told them to attack one target. Let's see what happens if I patrol them. Alright, so you guys patrol here. Now start attacking them. I don't think Patrol is going to do as well, but I might be wrong. Or maybe I'm right. Well, they kind of still do win. It's not really a question who's better. And one Shotel still has full health. Well, that's just great. Y'all can die now. That's the sound I like to hear. Men getting killed. Yeah. Oh, wow, that's not really that satisfying sound. Let's move on to the rest. So one of their technologies is Royal Airs, and Shota Warriors are created nearly instantly. The other one is Torsion Engines. Siege Workshop units' blast radius is increased. Now, I want to talk about both of them real quickly, and I'll show you what they do. Royal Airs, very fast Shotels. They come out in about 5 seconds. That's what it looks like to me. Torsion Engines, hell of an expensive technology. But if you have the resources and you're really going to go siege heavy, I suggest get it every game. It will definitely help. And not to mention that the siege onagers, oh god, these guys are crazy good. Along with the siege engineers, okay, holy crap, they're awesome. Now, actually, I just kind of want to move on to the tech tree a little bit and talk to you guys about what they're strong at and what they really lack. Now, first of all, I would not classify them as an archer civilization. Mostly, I would say foot archer, but maybe I'm wrong. They do have Oh, they don't have bloodlines, so their cav archer line very weak compared to the rest. Um, so let's just look at them. Ethiopians, archer. I would put archer in siege, or foot archer in siege, or whatever you want to say. All of their civ bonus out of a 10, I'm gonna rate them. Archers fire 15% faster, and I would give that a 5 out of 10. Receive 100 gold under food. I'm gonna give that one a 7. Pikeman and Halberdier upgrades free. I'm gonna give that a 4 out of 10. And you can see which ones I'll rank. Receiving 100 gold and food is great, and it gives you certainly a great boost. That's basically 2 villagers worth of food and 1 monk worth of gold, if that's even worth a lot, but that's decent to help you get through the ages. You could only use 1 gold miner in your fast castle instead of just 2 or 3 or whatever you use. You would get the job done. Next, we're moving on to the archery range. So the archery range, they have all the blacksmith techs. I know if you don't believe me, let's look here. They have bracer, ring archer armor, that whole line of techs. And if we move back, you can see they have thumb ring, they have ballistics, they have crossbowman, arbalest, archer. They have the skirmisher line, the cavalry archer line, thumb ring. They don't have Parthian tactics, but not many civs other than Magyars, Mongols, Huns really actually kind of use that. I don't even think Magyars have it. I'm not too sure. Maybe they do. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. I just played a game with them like yesterday or 2 days ago. I'm not sure. They don't have hand cannoneer though, and it's really kind of trippy. I really want hand cannoneers. They're very good counters, even if they do pierce damage. They're very good counters against infantry like the champion and the halberdier line. So I personally would give that a good rating. Moving on to the barracks line. They look like they have pretty much full infantry tech tree except for the champion, which actually is a way better fighter in my opinion than a two-handed swordsman, mostly because they get 1 more melee armor, more attack, more HP. I just prefer this unit, but otherwise the barracks is looking solid. They have the full spear line, they have squires, arson, tracking, they have pretty much everything you need. So the archery range, I'm going to give that probably an 8 out of 10, which is pretty high, and then the barracks, probably a 6. They're above average, but they're just lacking. Uh, and so I'll move on to the stable. Plus, they don't really have any good bonuses here that kind of relate to that. So they're just mediocre. Stable is actually kind of decent, but they are missing the last cavalry armor upgrade, which is actually pretty important. And basically, they'll be a good civ with decent statistics in the stable line, but they're not going to be anything great. They're actually below average in this, even if they do have heavy camels, cavaliers, hussars. I think they're the only civ with camels that don't have access to bloodlines, but I'm not too sure. Do the Berbers have access to bloodlines? Let me just check. Yes, I do. So I am actually correct. They're the only civ that I know of that don't have access to bloodlines, but they do have the camel line, which makes the camels super weak, in my opinion, because they already actually aren't even that good. They don't have any armor. This will just make them worse. And missing the last cavalry armor. Oh god. So I give them probably a 4 out of 10. That's actually really bad rating, but I think they can definitely improve there. The dock, they're missing a lot, and if you're playing on water, you do have bracer. You do have all the need to have text, but fire ships are great counters to galleys. Instead of having mass galleys, you can also have some fire ships. Only having fire ship is I don't like it. But they do have cannon galleons, regular galleons, bracer, dry dock, shipwright. Solid, probably a 7 out of 10, but I really can see some improvement. The demolition ship can't be upgraded either, which is kind of sad. Next, moving on to their monastery. They're missing 2 key techs, except one that I really don't get, which is block printing. But it's also very useful, just in case you want to convert a unit like a knight that, or paladin that's heading towards your way and you kind of want to kill him. Yeah, it's pretty useful. But otherwise, redemption is one of my favorite technologies. I could convert probably like a goth barracks and mine will just start working super fast. That's what I've done before. And I just sent like a horde of monks to someone's base, converted a goth barracks, and I'm the Aztecs with all the techs, and I just this was on a Black Forest map, I believe. I just converted the building, and then I started spamming champions, and I actually ended up losing that game mostly just because um he was an 1750. I was a 1680 back in that time. I went against him because I just felt like I could probably get a win and probably get high elo, but I lost probably like 8 or something in that one-on-one, and it was crazy. It was so close. I was taking a lead in the early game, then all just. All right, let's stop talking about that. But yeah, it was a pretty intense game. Next, moving on in the monastery, I'll give it. They have pretty much everything. They even have heresy, which is nice. I don't want to see my shelter warriors getting used against me a lot if the enemy chooses to go monks. It's expensive, but it's kind of worth it, especially if you're a civ that has a very nice army that's very resistant or very unresistant to conversion. Next, moving on to the castle, they have Shoto Warrior, Elite Shoto Warrior, which I like everything that they have except they don't have hoardings, which is kind of good for Imperial, but I'm fine with that, I guess. Um, the Shoto Warrior unit is a fast, good raiding unit, and I love to see it used in games. It's pretty awesome. Royal Heirs and Torsion Engines, I'm going to rate their unit an 8 out of 10, which is very high, but if it avoids direct siege onager shots, direct archers, pretty much they can defeat anything except archers, siege, all the kind of things that kind of kill if massed. Archers, if massed, are deadly to everything but buildings, how it goes pretty much. So 8 out of 10 and their unique text. This will give it a 5 out of 10. And this one, a 9 out of 10. Mostly just because it's amazing, even if it is expensive. Moving on to their siege line, they have everything, even siege engineers. It's hard for me not to give this a 10 out of 10. They definitely deserve it. Having everything accessible is awesome. So not a 10 out of 10. They have everything you need. I love having an open tech tree. It's awesome. Moving on to their university, they're missing treadmill crane and bombard tower. Sure, bombard towers are great to have, but they're very expensive, and I don't really see them being used too much except in the very late game. The treadmill crane doesn't really matter at all. It's good tech, not really worth too much though if you don't have it. They have heated shot, great for controlling the water. Architecture, which is a very nice tech to have, I guess. I don't know. I just said architecture out of nowhere. Ballistics, good. I like it. Siege engineers, great. But every civ has ballistics, so it doesn't really matter. Maybe I'm wrong. Siege engineers is great though, and I consider siege to also be offensive as well, just like Spirit of the Law would. Now moving on to the eco, everything but crop rotation. You already know this is probably 9 out of 10. They don't have the best economy like the Mayans. That's my favorite civ, by the way. The Mayans are just so good. They have every gold mining tech, every lumber camp tech, every market tech, almost every mill tech. I'm definitely not going to rate them that low, but civs that have better bonuses in the economy department, having plus 100 food and gold doesn't last that whole castle age that you need, but it's definitely a good boost to get to some place that you want to get, or rush even in the feudal age. You can just maybe do an archer rush better. I definitely see them doing that and having that strategy. It's a very, very useful one. My only really bad thing to say about the Civ is it's very weak in the early game. And what I mean by very weak, no bloodlines, which is kind of an early castle is kind of where you can hit them if you want to go against them. They are not that strong in early castle, mostly just because they don't have any good castle bonuses other than getting a free pikeman. But if you can hit them, maybe before Castle, or even before Imperial, which would be better. You can even hit them in Castle and they'd still probably die, but Shelter Warriors, very hard to kill, unless you're... Actually, they're very easy to kill, but they're very hard to kill when they kill you. I haven't talked about their team bonus, and that's what I'm going to talk about last. And I'm going to compare it to a regular tower and outpost. Alright, so the Arbalest line, you know, they're an Imperial Civ, in my opinion. They can boom. If you boom in the castle, you can have a very strong Imperial. The only techs they're missing, crop rotation, Bombard Tower, plate parting armor, hoardings, block printing. I already said that. These 3 techs, Paladin, Champion, Hand Cannoneer, Parthian Tactics. That's not a lot compared to other civs. And I'm not counting the Eagle line, mostly because they're not a Meso civ, and I don't expect them to have Eagles. But let's talk about a civ that doesn't have a strong Imperial. I mean really strong. It's hard to look at it, but I'm going to have to go with actually, I don't know. Do Aztecs have a strong Imperial? Doesn't look like it. But they do have very strong infantry. Actually, every civ has a strong Imperial, whether you believe it or not. Even the Vikings. The Vikings are a very good land civ, actually. Byzantines have one of the best Imperials. Chinese, yeah, they have good Imperial, obviously. They're Chinese. I kind of have to go with no, Goths have a really good Imperial. I cannot even, comprehend. There's no civ with a bad Imperial. Incas, very good Imperial. Okay, let's stop talking about the Imperial Age. Every civ is actually decent in that. But as you can see, guys, I think this is where I have to wrap it up. And let's check out the team bonus. Ooh, that sucks. I got defeated. Roland got defeated. Well, what if I place a unit? Alright guys, I'm going to show you. I can see this far with an outpost, this Ethiopian outpost. This is in post-Imperial with all the upgrades. Crazy. And, not to mention, I have this pretty awesome Amazon warrior right here. I don't even know what's happening. But this guy is pretty nice. Or girl. But, as you can tell, very, very nice. I can see this outpost even if I was in the Dark Age. So that's awesome. A normal radius would probably be up to probably right here, I would say, in the Dark Age, surrounding that in a circular motion. After getting all the town watch and town patrol or whatever it's called, you can kind of it's just awesome. So Ethiopian outpost, let's see what happens if I put an Ethiopian keep. Alright guys, let's check it out. Oh, that's pretty far line of sight as well. Also, just check it out. 8 plus 10. What in the world? And this is 8 plus 2. 8 plus 10. First of all, Bracer is crazy. I mean crazy. Like seriously. But you're talking about plus 10 attack first hour? Oh god, this guy's gonna go down pretty quickly. I'm gonna speed it up for you guys, so I just wanna let you guys know. Thanks for watching the video. Ethiopian keeps are very overpowered. Okay, all of a sudden, this guard tower got plus 7 attack. Oh, I was just looking at the range. Alright, I see how it is. But the thing is, Franks don't have Bracer, do they? I don't know. But I don't know why their tower attack is surprisingly very low. After all, Keith just has... Is there something going on with architecture and Frank's not even having architecture? Because I think there is. Well, let's see who dies first. Obviously, it's going to be the Franks. Can't wait to watch this guy die. And 3, 2, 1, 0. And boom, I just won that battle. That was easy. Well, guys, thank you for watching. This is my second overview. That's what I meant. I know last overview wasn't that good. My mic was really bad, but I really apologize for that. I just use my gaming mic now to record that. So, if you guys want to see more, leave a like down below in the description. I'll talk to you guys later, and peace. Comment down below which civ I should do next, and share this with your friends if you want to help me get this channel bigger. Thanks, and peace out.